What is up, YouTube? It's Josh. This is the Den of Nerds. Guys, this video is all about that rumor that I'm sure you've heard of by now, but the rumor is basically that Ben Affleck no longer wants to be Batman. So let's get right into this. Now, first of all, I have to say, now, most of this video is going to be speculation. I don't have any sources that are giving me any information. I don't know for a fact what is going on, but I have the power of deductive reasoning, which has served me very well in the past, and I wanted to kind of give my thoughts. There's been some people hitting me up on Facebook and Twitter and other social media that have been asking me, like, well, why aren't you covering some of the stuff that's going on with DC, whether it be the announcement of the Green Lantern Corps movie, or whether it be the fact that they're giving The Rock his own solo Black Adam movie or whatever. And, you know, I've had this kind of feeling going on here, and I'm actually working on a big video which is going to answer a lot of those questions. But with regards to this rumor, I think I could give you my opinion of what is going on in this situation. Now, if you look at the quickie I did when it first broke that Affleck was no longer going to direct the Batman movie, I kind of talk about that, or talk about how I feel about that in that video. So here's what I essentially think is happening. Affleck was really crushed at the reception of Batman v Superman. I mean, if you don't know this, then you're probably not paying attention, which is okay. But point being, Ben Affleck is a huge nerd. He has a copy of Action Comics #1. He has a Batcave in his house. He's a huge nerd guy. He's a huge comic book guy. So think about it. If you're Affleck, you do the Daredevil movie. Everyone poops all over it, right? Then you get back into it. You know, the internet's really mad that you're going to be Batman, but you do it anyways. You do all these sort of things. You make Batman v Superman, and it sucks. I mean, I like the extended cut of that movie, but that you don't get credit for that, Warner Bros. You really don't. That movie was terrible. Like, really terrible. So if you're Ben Affleck, I bet you're on shaky ground when it comes to all these sort of things. And you just have to look at what is happening in the DC Extended Universe with regards to, you know, Rick Fumuwato walking away, you know, the set visits that they tried to do to curb all the bad PR when Justice League was being shot. And what I really think is happening here is that Ben Affleck does not want anything to do with the DC Extended Universe. And I actually have a theory on why. I think the timing of all of this is pretty interesting. A lot of people have said that, well, this has to do with Live by Night and how Live by Night did not do very well in the box office. I don't really think that that has anything to do with it. I mean, he knows you're going to take losses out there. I mean, not everyone's going to love every film that you do. I mean, all the great directors and writers out there have had missteps, or basically just films that for whatever reason didn't do well or land, you know, in the places that their other work had landed. I think that what's really happening here is Ben has seen the final cut of Justice League. I think that Justice League is a shit show. I think that it's a complete disaster. And I think that all of the things that have been happening as far as announcements being made and all these different things that DC is doing is all to kind of play like a distraction, don't look behind the curtain sort of thing, because I think Justice League is a dumpster fire. And I think that he has seen it and he knows it's crap, and he wants out. And you can't really blame him for that. I mean, you know, and I talk about this in the quickie. I think that him walking away from director was kind of taking some chips off of the table, because that Batman movie, like, even if Justice League and Wonder Woman both are terrible, we as fans will still want to see the Ben Affleck Batman movie if he's directing and starring in it, because he's awesome, man. I mean, he made The Town and, you know, Gone Baby Gone and Gone Girl and all these different movies. He's really good at making movies. So I think what is happening is that he has seen the final cut, or, you know, at least a version of the final cut, and he doesn't like it. And he thinks that it's just the same old crap, and that it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to hit with fans, and he wants out. So all of these rumors and, everything that's going around on the web. And John Campea spoke to this on Movie Talk. He's talked to some people, and it's pretty well established that he no longer wants to play Batman. And personally, I cannot blame him for that. I think that Warner Brothers they've made a lot of disastrous decisions with their shared universe in an attempt to try to quickly catch up to Marvel, which is just so dumb on so many different levels. And so, my personal thing, my takeaway, yeah, he wants out. He does not want to be Batman anymore. And if Ben Affleck is no longer Batman, like, does that destroy the DC extended universe? Well, no. It doesn't destroy it in the sense that, like, his absence would be the thing as far as from a film perspective, what would break that universe and really make it in shambles. I think the honest to God truth is that it was broken beyond repair anyways, and just had no foundation. It had no foundation to stand on. So I think that his absence won't be the thing that quote unquote kills it. However, him leaving will probably be the final blow because of what that will do for them in the PR sense. That will absolutely shatter the faith that the fans have in this shared universe. I mean, Ben Affleck is the guy. He's the guy that a lot of us had our faith in. Even the people that don't like Batman v Superman like him in that picture. And I thought he did a pretty good job. I mean, I wasn't as hype on him as everyone else was. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen, guys. I personally think the DC Extended Universe is completely doomed. And that's probably good, because I don't really want them to drag this out. I don't really want 4 more years of wishy-washy films. Just scrap it and put someone in charge that has vision and reestablish all this and just do it again, because the bottom line is they're not going to stop making DC films. These movies make a ton of money. Batman movies in general have made a ton of money, and so they're not going to stop making these films, but they definitely need to stop the bleeding and putting all this money into it. Now the problem, the issue with that, and I really don't want to even go any further into this because it's kind of ruining the big video I want to do. But the issue is that they've already put so much money into this, and with the production of Wonder Woman and Justice League pretty much wrapped, and they're looking to move on a new writer for Flash, and they're looking for Aquaman, right? They're still James Wan's Aquaman and everything that's still going on. Yeah, they need to stop. They just need to stop and throw in the towel and start over. Because literally a reboot at this time, I think, would be the best way for them to establish more faith in the community. Like, they did a good job by trying to bring all these people to London right after Batman v Superman's terrible reception. When you have a PR issue, there are a couple different options. One of them is to try to, like, avoid it, get around it, show that it was not true. Another one is to face it head on. And I think that the smart move here is to face it head on and just kind of be like, look, we did not do this correctly, and we are going to stop trying to chase Marvel, and we're going to just try to make good films. I think that would really literally put a lot of people at ease, and you might get more of an audience for your next film. I know a lot of DC fans that have, like, sworn off those movies completely. They are not going to go see them. They're not going to go see them until they establish a new shared universe, a new shared vision for the thing. But bottom line, guys, do I personally think that the rumors are true? I absolutely 1000% believe that they are true. I think that Ben is in this weird spot where he's trying not to tarnish his own image and, trying to find a good way to exit this thing. I mean, Justice League's going to come out no matter what. And I'll say this, too, as a small caveat. If Justice League is amazing and really well received, then a lot of the stuff will just be put to bed. But that does not mean that it didn't exist. That did not mean that it didn't happen. It happened. Ben Affleck wants out. Like, that's huge news. And as of right now, just a rumor. But my personal thought is, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. I mean, look at the quickie. I kind of hit it there. He's he's taking his chips off of the table, because Warner Brothers is essentially using his gusto in order to keep the faith in their own fans for these movies. And that's not really fair to Ben, you know what I mean? So I kind of think I get where he is at. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section, like, did you hear this rumor? What do you think about it? Am I full of crap? Have you heard something that kind of confirms this? Let me know. Very, very interested to hear your thoughts about this. Oh, and I have a really cool nerd card question I want to ask you. There's actually this other actor who is rumored to be playing Batman if Affleck steps out, and he's been sighted on set in like London and near DC Extended Universe places and stuff. So very, very interesting. People originally thought he might be playing a Green Lantern, but the rumor is that he is actually going to take over for Affleck as Batman. What is the name of that actor? Answer that question in the comment section below. As always, like the video if you thought it was cool. Subscribe to the channel. Got a ton of cool stuff coming at you as always. I hope you're having an awesome and nerdy day. See ya!